Good morning, NBC. This is Pastor Charlie coming to you with the Word of God today for December 14th, Tuesday, 2021. I'm reading from Job, chapter 34 from the NIV, verses 1 through 20. Then Elihu said, "Hear my words, you wise men. Listen to me, you men of learning. For the ear tests words as the tongue tastes food. Let us discern for ourselves what is right. Let us learn together what is good." Job says, "I'm innocent, but God denies me justice. Although I am right, I am considered a liar. Although I am guiltless, his arrow inflicts an incurable wound." What man is like Job who drinks scorn like water? He keeps company with evildoers. He associates with wicked men, for he says, "It profits a man nothing when he tries to please God." So listen to me, you men of understanding. Far be it from God to do evil, from the Almighty to do wrong. He repays a man for what he has done. He brings upon him what his conduct deserves. It is unthinkable that God would do wrong, that the Almighty would pervert justice. Who appointed him over the earth? Who put him in charge of the whole world? If it were his intention and he withdrew his spirit and breath, all mankind would perish together and man would return to the dust. If you have understanding, hear this. Listen to what I say. Can he who hates justice govern? Will you condemn the just and mighty one? Is he not the one who says to kings, "You are worthless," and to nobles, "You are wicked," who shows no partiality to princes and does not favor the rich over the poor, for they are all the work of his hands. They die in an instant, in the middle of the night. The people are shaken and they pass away. The mighty are removed without human hand. This is the word of the Lord. So what's happening here? There's a period of silence. Elihu wasn't saying anything because the three friends, the so-called friends of Job, were volleying words back and forth for chapters. The initial, let's say, 3/4 of the whole corpus of Job is all about just the arguments that were going back and forth. And then Elihu, who happened to be there, he breaks silence and he says some things that are quite substantial. Namely, I want to point out here that he elevates the position of God. See, what happens with Job is that because he's suffering without any fault, he has this giant chip on his shoulder and he feels entitled to an explanation from God. But not in the exact same way that Job's friends were telling him that he was wrong. Elihu does bring this necessary correction. If Job says, "I am innocent, but God denies me justice," Elihu is saying, even if Job was to go through this suffering, he's not in a position to be able to judge God. That is the first thing. So when we are seeking God, his kingdom and his righteousness, it is to place him first and place everything else about the details of our life secondary. And this is something that carries a promise. God knows all the things that we need. God knows the deepest yearnings and longings for our heart, which he probably knows better than we do ourselves. We just might have this vague need for something that only he can fill. So I want to challenge you, even though in this text we have a man that's going through so much difficulty. What we see here is the Lord. He's the one who says to kings, "You are worthless." He says to the high nobles, "You are wicked." And he shows no partiality to princes, nor favors the rich over the poor. And to seek someone like that first, it is only right. I want to encourage and challenge each and every one of you to really, really set apart those days, December 30th and the 31st, because we're gonna have a great a revival kind of a retreat for each and every one of us. So, and judging by the rain, we'll most likely and most certainly we'll see some snow. So may this message go well with you guys. Have a wonderful day in the Lord.